Hey guys, this is Vengeful Parrot here from 2 True Reviews, and today I'm bringing you some information about the Titanfall Beta. Now, over the next few days, I'm going to be bringing you a lot of information, everything from info about the guns to the loadouts, the maps, the game modes, all that kind of stuff. And the first thing we're talking about today is balancing. Now, balancing is something that a lot of people were concerned about, because I mean obviously you've got the big mechs versus like the tiny foot soldiers and that kind of thing, and it's also a game that bears a lot of similarity to Call of Duty, and so a lot of people were concerned about camping. Now the first thing I want to talk about is camping. It's non-existent. Pretty much any place that you could even kind of think about camping has multiple different entrances, so it's near impossible to actually pay attention to all of those different entrances. I mean, they can still camp effectively. I guess they can, but they would have to be really lucky, because more often than not, like, the only corner you can really put yourself in has 3 different doorways, one of which is almost behind you. So, yeah, I mean, again, it's possible, just not very likely. Another balancing kind of thing is some people are worried about that have played the game is the smart pistol, which is what you see on screen right now. Now, I'm having these lines kind of going from my gun up to a person, I get a red lock, pull the trigger, and they die. Those lines are basically the bullet path. Once I get that red lock, if I pull the trigger, my bullets are going to go along that path and kill them. It sounds super overpowered, I know, but bear with me. I honestly think that the gun is perfectly balanced. It's kind of at that point where, like, it can be really, really good if you know how to use it, but it's also not going to be something that wins out in every firefight all the time. Because, I mean, it does have a decent range, however, you have to wait for that lock. If you don't, it's basically like you're just regularly hip firing. And if you aim down sights, then it doesn't auto-lock at all. So, again, I think it's perfectly balanced, and that's primarily because that lock time is long enough that if you had any other gun, the person you're aiming at would have been dead anyways. Typically, the amount of time it takes you to lock onto a person is long enough that you could empty nearly an entire magazine of any other gun into that person. So, that's my opinion on it. Honestly, you're probably, gonna have to wait and formulate your own opinions on it. I don't even use the gun that much because I still feel like the SMG and the carbine in the game are much better options. However, again, to each their own. Now, the game mode I want to briefly talk about is Hardpoint Domination. Long story short, it is a Battlefield 4 Conquest kind of game mode. You have 3 main points. Whoever has, and you basically accumulate a certain amount of score points for every second that you hold those points and everything. And basically, whoever gets to the score cap first wins the round. Now, in Hardpoint Domination and Attrition, when you win or lose, you end up getting this that happens, the Epilogue portion, where a enemy dropship a dropship will come in and try and pick up the losing team. And as the winning team, it is your goal to either kill everyone before they get on the dropship or to shoot down the dropship. If you successfully evacuate as the losing team, you get bonus points. And if you successfully kill everyone as the winning team, you get bonus points. So it's kind of a win-win. It's a very neat little addition. Now, another thing that people have been kind of concerned about is the Titan versus pilot, combat and everything. Is it balanced? And I think it is very balanced. If you're good, you can stay in your Titan for quite a while. However, if you're a good pilot, you can take down pretty much any Titan. At the beginning of this video, I took down 4 in a row in one life in a matter of a minute and 20 seconds. So, that just kind of goes to show you how feasible it is to take down a Titan. But at the same time, again, like I said, if you know what you're doing, you can pretty much dominate in a Titan. And you also have to have the correct loadout. Anyways, more about that later. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. In the meantime, this is Vengeful Parrot, signing off.